WZRD Chicago, 8.3 in the FM dial. And guess who's back on the air?
Dangerous B, what up?
What's up, Dangerous B? How does it feel to be back?
It feels good to be back, man. This is the third time's the charm, man. Three-peat, man. We back. We in here.
Three-peat. That's right. MJ and Scotty had the three-peat, and so did Kobe and Shaq.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And I was hoping, I was thinking, I don't know, are the Warriors going to have a three-peat? But, oh well.
Nah, they lost.
Yeah, they
lost this year, remember?
Yeah, they did lose, but they're on their way. I was thinking they were probably going to have a three-peat, but then when the Cavaliers beat them, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. They didn't even have a two-peat.
Yeah, well, maybe someday they will have a three-peat, or maybe it'll be Cleveland. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So, what's going on with you, Dangerous B?
Man, what's going on with me, man? We're getting ready to drop this album early 2017. It's called Let's Get Dangerous. But in the meantime, I'm going to be dropping singles from it. It's going to be on iTunes pretty soon. It's going to be music videos. You know, y'all just be on the lookout for it.
Making good money, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what else is on your mind these days?
Another man, just trying to maintain, trying to get in this game, you know, trying to, continue to hustle and reach my goals and, trying to get it, you know.
Yeah. Oops, the mic accidentally fell off. I'll fix that. But anyway, how do you feel about what's going on in Chicago right now with the homicides and all that?
Yeah, it's real sad, you know, and Dwayne Wade's cousin getting shot down and everybody else that lost their lives, and it's a lot of chaos going on right now, man. A lot of chaos, you know. And we just gotta stay prayed up, man, and the problem is that the lack of opportunity and the lack of jobs, that's the problem. You know, poverty always been a recipe for violence, you know?
Yeah, true that. It always has been a recipe for violence, in part because the government, majority of the government refuses to fund the low-income people.
Yeah, but what else they gonna do?
Yeah, and that's not everyone in the government. I know there are probably some government officials who really care about the people, but they get overpowered by the majority of like the sleazy politicians who just want more money for themselves. And more money for the wealth.
Yeah, exactly. You know, there's a whole lot of moving parts that's going on as far as the violence in Chicago, man. You got poverty, you got lack of jobs. And I heard on the news a couple of days ago that Illinois had the most highest percentage of black males being unemployed, you know. And that's crazy.
That is crazy, and that is actually a fact.
Yeah.
You know, especially since like the politics in Illinois, like majority of them really don't care. I mean, look at our governor, look at Chicago's mayor. Yeah, do people think they really care? No, they don't.
No, hey, you saw his speech yesterday? He was crying, and the speech he had yesterday at Malcolm X College.
Rahm Emanuel?
Yeah, Emanuel.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but what was going on there?
I mean, he was talking about stuff that was going on, and they're talking about putting more cops on the streets, you know, and they say that 100 officers on the streets, you know, like we don't need 100 more officers on the street. What we need is economic opportunities. That's what we need.
Economic, education,
economics, all them E's. We need all of those E's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. And how do you feel about the new police superintendent, Eddie Johnson?
Well, Eddie Johnson is just trying to make the best of a situation. Like I said, their whole idea is to, put more cops, but who are these cops and what type of cops are they going to be?
Make with the, the police shootings going on across the country.
Exactly. Are they going to rough us up? Are they going to, make things worse? Are they going to break the peace? Like, what type of people? What type of police are you going to put on these streets? Are they going to be black cops? You're going to have a bunch of white cops that's not used to black people more patrolling these areas, and I don't know how that's going to turn out. But like I said, we need opportunities. We need more jobs and ways to get money, to make money.
Yeah, exactly. We need that. And plus, here's the thing about these police shootings. They've been going on for years. It's just because of social media, we're more aware of them.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. The police shooting's been going on for a ton of years. And I guess you could say Rodney King was the first viral, quote-unquote, viral police video back
before
in,
the internet was around.
Exactly. That was like, what, 92?
91.
One of those years. 91. Thank you.
And the riots were 92.
Right. So now we got an influx of a whole bunch of police shootings going on. Like the recent one in Tulsa, with the gentleman had his hands up and the lady shot him. Like, he was unarmed.
And he was a 40-year-old black man who was coming back from, I think it was graduate school. Like, he was on his way up. I believe he was in graduate school.
Yeah, I gotta look into it, but I know he had a twin sister, and because I got a twin brother, and and I just can't imagine losing my twin brother to something like that, man. I don't know what I would do. My heart goes out to the families.
Yeah, most def. And what else I'm gonna say is, like, recently the officer has been charged, but the question is, will she be found guilty or not?
Exactly. See, that's the problem. The problem is that we do not get justice. Like these cops, they get a slap on the wrist, they walk off, or they probably get fired and no pension, or probably still get their pension and they probably get hired somewhere else. There's like no real consequences. So when the cops see this, you shoot down a black man that's unarmed, you're not gonna get no real consequences. They're more emboldened to do it or make these mistakes. I mean, they give these cops tasers, right? Mm-hmm. So why would you reach for your gun and you have a taser?
Here's another thing I have to say. If you don't know what the difference is between a taser and a gun, then maybe you shouldn't be a cop after all.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be a cop. Maybe you should go back to 8th grade or something. I don't know. I mean, it's retarded, man.
It's ridiculous. And it goes back to even before the Black Lives Matter movement started, before Trayvon Martin got killed. Remember around New Year's Day 2009, Oscar Grant?
Yes. Yep, that's exactly what happened. He didn't know that was his excuse. He didn't know the difference between his gun and his taser.
Yeah, he didn't know the difference. And by the way, for those who don't know who Oscar Grant was listening, he was a young black male who had a daughter, and, he was, like, trying to improve his life. He was working, providing for his family. Yeah,
they made a movie.
Yeah,
about
Fruitvale Station with Michael B. Jordan, which, by the way, did not get recognized at the Oscars. I don't know why. It should have, because it was really good.
Right. Exactly. But we know why.
Yeah. White privilege at the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, how'd you feel about the recent Academy Awards, the one that Chris Rock hosted?
I usually, I usually don't watch the Academy Awards, but I had to watch it that year the year that just passed, because all the controversy. Chris Rock, I was mostly focused on what Chris Rock was going to do, being a host. And I think he did pretty good. He had his zingers in there. It was pretty funny, But none of this stuff surprised me, about, blacks not getting their props at the Oscars. This stuff doesn't surprise me, really,
I mean, sure, there have been black actors who won Oscars, of course, like Denzel Washington.
Yeah, of course, Denzel. He should have been won an Oscar.
He should have won for Malcolm X.
Yeah, exactly. He should have won one for Malcolm X and all that. He played some great roles before he was in Training Day. I'm not saying Training Day was bad. It was a good movie. I liked it. one of my favorites, but he won an Oscar for that when he should have been won an Oscar.
He
You
should have
know what
been.
I'm
I mean,
saying?
he did win an Oscar also for Glory, which came out before Malcolm X.
Oh yeah, it's a supporting actor. Yeah.
Yeah, but for Best Actor, he won for Training Day, and
Mhm.
honestly, I mean, I think Russell Crowe should have won for A Beautiful Mind that year, but I think they didn't give it to him because he already won for Gladiator the year before.
Right.
And they gave it to
Right.
Denzel.
Right.
It's like, oh, okay, Denzel, here's your Oscar. Now leave us alone.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Right. Yeah. Yeah. You played your crooked Negro cop. Here you go.
Here you
You
go. Leave
know.
us alone now. Oh, they gave an Oscar to Holly Berry that year too for Monsters Ball.
Yeah. For you. For yeah. Yeah. For getting. Yeah. We know about that.
We know about that. I
You know.
mean, not no disrespect to Holly Berry, but I think there are a lot of other black actresses that should have more recognition, like Angela Bassett or Viola
Yeah.
Davis, or what's her name, Alfred Woodard. I think that's her name.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Angela Bassett never won an Oscar.
She never won an Oscar. She's amazing.
Wow.
She and
Well, I
Alfred
mean, like I said,
Woodard.
go ahead.
Yeah, they're both
Well,
amazing.
like I said, yeah, like I said, it doesn't really surprise me. It's like, okay, we've seen this movie before, no pun intended, but you know what I mean. And it's like, okay, see, this is why blacks, create their own stuff like the BET Awards or certain award shows that we create our own so we can get our own recognition.
Yeah,
So we don't have to be recognized by the Academy to feel like we're doing something great.
exactly. And I think also like the Academy Awards, if you really look at what happened this year, not a single black person was nominated for an Oscar. Straight Outta Compton was nominated for Best Original Screenplay, but the people who wrote the
Right.
screenplay were white.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and
See?
do you remember Will Smith was in that Concussion movie? When a lot of people were saying,
Yeah.
oh, he might get nominated for an Oscar. He might get nominated, but he never got nominated.
Right. No, he didn't get nominated for that. I saw Concussion. It was a good movie.
I hear he's pretty good in that.
Yeah, you should go check it out. I only saw it one time. Like, if I watch a movie one time, I usually don't remember it that well. I got to watch like a bunch of times for me to grasp it. But after watching it one time, it's pretty solid. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
About the football players and stuff like that, and concussion.
And he plays I
Pretty
think
decent.
is he his character Nigerian?
Yeah, his character's Nigerian. Now that accent, the accent was I don't know. I mean, it was decent, I guess. It was believable. I believed it.
It was believable, but it was not like no disrespect to him, but I don't know if you remember the Dracula movie with Gary Oldman and Keanu Reeves, and Keanu Reeves tried to pull off a British accent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's like,
I don't even remember that.
Well, Keanu, slow down right there.
Yeah, accents is pretty tough.
Yeah, the British accent's like, I mean, unless you're like well trained, unless you're like Natalie Portman in V for Vendetta, yeah, you could pull it off.
Yeah.
But
like you gotta have a dialect coach.
Yeah, no disrespect to Keanu Reeves. I mean, he's a cool dude, but I think like he was like he could have eased off on the accent a little, just relaxed.
Yeah, I gotta look into that movie, man.
Just look it up on YouTube. Keanu Reeves British accent.
Okay, yeah, okay, I might do that.
Luckily though, Speed, the Matrix movies, and John Wick saved him.
Yeah, you seen Keanu Reeves' latest movie? Knock.
I heard about it. I heard it's like a weird movie.
It's pretty weird. It's crazy, man. You should check that out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like you check it out.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, you once said you met Keanu Reeves when he was making the movie Hardball here in Chicago.
Hardball, yeah, and Hardball back in 2001. Oh, they filmed it in 2000 and it came out 2001. Yeah, that was my elementary school, and St. Malachi, and they filmed. They decided to use the school to film, and we were extras, and we met them. And it was real cool. It was a cool experience. And we met Michael B. Jordan when he was little too. So we were all little kids, like
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was dope.
Yeah, and by the way, I have to say, Hardball is kind of an underrated movie.
Yeah, it is kind of underrated. It's kind of yeah, it is. I mean, if you look at hardball and all those kids what they went through, it's just it's basically it's real. You know, you know. They went to a Catholic school that was in the hood, and they dealt with these problems, and their escape was, baseball, sports, or any type of outlet. You know, one kid got caught up in the streets. It's the same sad story. You know what I'm saying? Then the kid that was, got killed, which is G baby. That part always
Spoiler for
gets me
those who haven't seen
sad.
Hardball.
Uh,
But yeah,
I'm pretty sure everybody. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it by now. If they don't, you can, I think it was on Netflix. I'm not sure if
I
it's
think it
still up
still
there.
is. I mean, I have the movie on DVD, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. And that reminds me. Last night I was watching the movie Coach Carter with Sam Jackson. It's kind of the same thing with that one, just a different city.
Oh yeah, that was a true story too.
Yeah, and I actually admire the real Coach Carter because like he really pushed hard for his players to go into college, and that's why he locked
Yeah,
up. That's why he locked the gym because he wanted to see his players do well, not just in basketball but in life.
but in life, exactly, man. It was a good movie,
Yeah,
and had and go ahead.
yeah. What was I gonna? But what's like angers me is like a lot of people hated him for that.
Yeah, you talking about the character? Yeah,
Yeah, they didn't like
yeah,
him.
like,
They didn't like the fact that he kept locking up the gym, but he tried to set an example. Like he wanted to see his players do well. He wanted to see them succeed and go to college and have a great careers and whatever they wanted to do. But like the message like in that city was like like winning basketball games is more important.
more important. Yeah, exactly. They. That's how it is, man. That's how it is in life. Like people, don't they care about their sports more than they care about these kids being educated. You
Yeah,
know.
and the school is pretty poor if I remember.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was janky, man.
Yeah,
You know.
a lot of players got killed. I mean, spoiler in the movie, like one of the players in the movie, his cousin, drug dealer, gets killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and basically that player, first he left when Coach Carr became coach, and he tried to like sell drugs, but
Right.
yeah, but then of course he came back, but then when the lockdown happened, he left. But after his
Yeah.
cousin got killed, he decided like this is not the life for me.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes tragedy like that to open your eyes and realize that look, man, this ain't for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And some people take heed and some people don't. You know.
yeah. I mean, how easy he got into the rap game, his cousin got killed.
Oh yeah, 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 yep. His cousin got killed, and he was like, "No, I'm gonna do something else. I can't do it." And he pursued music. He invested in Dre and all them, and then look what happened. But like I said, Easy E, whoever, Master P, whoever these guys, Jeezy, probably never would have to sell drugs or none of that if they would have had the opportunities. It goes back to having these opportunities, man, and having a good education. I bet you if 50 Cent grew up in a different environment, he probably, even he said it himself, he'd probably be a business, well, he is a businessman now, but he probably wouldn't have done all the stuff he has done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
look at the game. He got shot 5 times.
Oh, yeah, forget about that. Yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Same thing.
yeah, and it was a wake up call from him. I was like, this is not the life of one. And now he's beefing with Meek Mill.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I still didn't hear none of those diss tracks yet.
I don't
You know?
know. I think it's kind of this beef is kind of pointless, but that's a different topic. But game's been pretty
Right.
successful though,
Yeah,
yeah, especially since
yeah.
like him leaving G Unit.
Yeah, Game been holding it down. Game been holding it down and maintaining his career as a rapper. And he's a good rapper. When you're a dope rapper, you can do stuff like that. You can maintain and hold on when you back here at the family. You know.
Yeah. And anyway, speaking of rapping, we're gonna play one of your songs, "Quittin'."
Oh yeah, that's also going to be on this album. Let's Get Dangerous.
Let's get dangerous. And remember, don't quit, because if you quit, you're a wuss.
Straight up, you can't say the other word.
We can't say otherwise unless the FCC will sue us, and then because the school here is in a budget crisis, won't be able to fund. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we be messed up. All right, man.
Yeah. Anyway, this is Quitting by Dangerous B here at WZRD Chicago. Yeah. Quitting
Yeah,
is
yeah,
for
yeah.
Quitting's for I can't say that word. I'll say quitting's for
Quitting's
cowards.
for punks. Yeah, you go, or punks. You can say that, right?
Yeah, you can say that there. I mean, we could say punk rock. You know, we have some Ramones here, so and Clash.
Oh, okay.
They're punk rock.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go. Y'all go watch that video. Let's make that video go viral, man. And go cop that singles on iTunes, Quitting. And it's going to be on the new album as well.
Live dangerously.
It's called Let's Get
Let's get dangerous,
Yeah.
But, you know, you do live dangerously with your music.
Oh, yes. Yes, well, yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. So, Dangerous B. What do I have to say? Do you see yourself also getting involved with like movies as well?
Yeah, man. You know, I do see myself getting involved in playing some roles in some movies because you know I did the acting thing in college, you know, and I'm working on. My brother's a filmmaker, right? So I'm working in his projects and doing my thing, but that's like after my music. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to focus on my music first, then I'll do film roles and stuff and go into that, you know.
Right, yeah. And I'll also be on the lookout for two films, you know, whoever was Low High and The Love Betrayal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Joseph Farrell and James McFarland, the directors. And also, there's a new TV series coming up. Well, I haven't started filming it, but it's called Shy Ill.
Shy Ill?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to The Wire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, just, you know, get involved with that.
Yeah. That sounds good. I get involved with it, you know, as far as like, you know, soundtracks and stuff like that. As far as my acting chops, I feel like I need to work on it a little bit more, you know, but as far as me getting involved in films, I wouldn't mind doing soundtracks.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think I have to say you're definitely a better actor than what's his face? Tommy Wiseau.
Who?
The guy did The Room.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure I am. Now. What'd he say? Now. Get it now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm better than that guy. I'm pretty sure The Rock in my backyard is better than that guy.
So I did not hit I did not. Oh,
But
hi,
yeah,
Mark.
I did not. Man, if you have it somewhere, you should play it. If you have it somewhere, man, just play that part. You know, have it like a sound bite or something.
Yeah, I can't play the whole clip because they had the S word, the BS word there. So
Oh no! All right.
I could play like maybe like the after. Hold on, I gotta find this. I'm gonna play it right now. I'll play right now. It's 8 seconds.
Right now.
Here it is.
Did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst. Oh my goodness. Yo, that's the worst 8 seconds ever, man.
That is the worst 8 seconds. All right, I gotta find more clips, the ones without swear, so I can't play "Don't Touch Me, Mother." You know.
Right.
I will play the opening scene though. There is no swearing in that one. So yeah, this is the Room opening scene, and I might play a few songs from that weird soundtrack. But here it is.
What?
There's the soundtrack.
There's a soundtrack to that?
Yes.
Yo. Hey, that laugh was weird, yo. That was he was yo, man. Oh man, that's crazy.
The laugh, especially his laugh.
Right, like what? This is awkward. Like, come on, like, come on, man. How you do a bad? How you laugh? Like, you can't even laugh at. Dang.
He laughs at things that aren't even funny. Like there's one scene
Right.
in the movie where I think it was after the "Oh hi Mark." He's talking to Mark, and Mark says,
Yeah.
"I used to know a girl. She had a dozen guys. One of them found out about it and beat her up so badly she ended up in the hospital on Guerrero Street." And then he's like, "Ha ha ha! What the story, Mark?" And by the way, his lines were poorly dubbed.
Oh yeah. Whoever dubbed him, like, it was weird, man. The whole movie was awkward and weird. Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, and I also call like Johnny and Lisa a dysfunctional couple.
Pretty much. I mean, I haven't seen the movie. I've seen the Nostalgia Critic review it, so I haven't actually sat down to see the movie yet. You know, I'm not a masochist.
Well, wait till you hear the "You Are Tearing Me Apart" Lisa scene.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa. It's like they reading the script for the first time and don't know it. That's how it sounds.
Yeah, that's how it sounds. And you could tell how dysfunctional they are just by listening
Yeah.
to it. Like after all that drama, she's like, "Don't worry about it. Everything will be alright." And they're like, "Oh," like they're just like not gonna worry about like what?
But well, it's not just a dysfunctional relationship. It's just bad writing. It's written horribly.
It
You know
is
what I mean? Like the
horrible.
lines itself. It is. That's why you see the movie confused you. So you think it's a dysfunctional relationship. It's just a dysfunctional script. That's what's going on. that's what's going on, man. You know, it just don't make no damn sense. You know.
It doesn't make any sense. And also, like, here's a funny thing. The guy told me what I saw. Like, every time he doesn't even use the word fiance. He uses future wife, or as you just heard, I'm your future husband.
Like who says that? Who talks like that? Like I'm your like.
I like just say
English
fiance.
Right.
Like, did he not know what the word fiance was?
I don't know, man. It's goofy, man. And then that the way he tearing me apart like that. It's just like, man. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Here's an interesting story about Tommy Wiseau. His origins are so unknown.
Really?
Yeah, like nobody knows where he's from. I guess he's from France because Wiseau is definitely a French name.
Is he still acting and stuff? That's the question.
I have no idea, but I heard though that James Franco and Seth Rogen are making a movie about the making of The Room. They're calling this movie The Masterpiece.
You know they're gonna make fun of it.
They are, and James Franco's playing Tommy Wiseau.
Oh man, I can't wait to see that.
I'm going to see that when it comes out. And
Yeah.
talk about the soundtrack, you know, it is very weird. Yeah, Money Mission by Dangerous.
Money Mission.
We definitely
yes.
Yeah, Money Mission.
Yeah, and as you can see in that second verse, we talked about that earlier about how people are forced to be criminals because they got a lack of dough and opportunity, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and that's like kind of a shame because like the real criminals are like majority like the business people who don't care.
Oh, yeah. The suits. Not just the average cat with the baseball bat. You got to watch them suits, player.
I mean, yeah, sure, there are some good business people.
Yeah.
Like your George Lucases and your Steven Spielbergs.
Right.
But then we got your, I'm not going to say his name, but he's running for president.
Okay, yep. You can tell you got to watch those suits and them hair pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did hear like one time, I think it was after Dwayne Wade's cousin was killed, he all of a sudden said like he wants to like, you know, really like get at Chicago violence. I'm like, he's not even from Chicago.
Right. You're not from here. And, okay, and the big question is how? How? That's the question.
How?
How you going to do it?
And honestly, I think he would make it worse.
Yeah, I mean, why you say that? Why you think he'll make it worse?
Why? Because, like, he's going to, like, probably arm more police. He's probably going to, like, declare martial law or something like that.
Yeah, man, he's just that nuts. He just he might do something like that. It's gonna be martial law in Chicago. Like I can just see it now.
Yeah, see it now. You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
I know I'm big on comic books, but he reminds me a lot of Lex Luthor.
I knew he was about to say that.
Yeah.
I knew you. I knew he was about to say that. Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, look at the comparison. I mean, they're both corporate tycoons, maniacal, manipulative.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know Lex Luthor was, of course, in the comics, he was involved in a lot of criminal activities. With
Right.
the other guy, he was accused of rape. And, of course, bankruptcies, frauds.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
So who do you think will win the presidential election this year, though?
Who do I think is going to win? Well, I don't know. Well, let's see. It's pretty close, but it wouldn't surprise me if Hillary won. It wouldn't surprise me. But if Donald Trump wins, I don't know, man. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. Who you think's going to win?
I have a feeling it might be Hillary because, like, Donald Trump just keeps shooting himself in the foot with all those stupid comments. And,
yeah.
Honestly, like, what he said about he's trying to get the black vote in the swing states like Ohio and Florida. Guess how many black people are going to be voting for him, I heard? 0.
I know. We know that. I mean, yeah, like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if Hillary wins. That's what I said. But if Donald Trump wins, then we got a problem.
We got a problem. In fact, I read an article one time. It was called "Dear Bernie or Bust Voter," and he said, "I get it. I was like you once." He was talking about the 2000 election between Gore and W. Bush.
Yeah.
And people thought like there was no difference between Gore and W. Bush, and of course, the guy wrote Ralph Nader's name in the ballot. He wrote in New York. Now, New York obviously went to Gore, but he still felt guilty for what he did because after Bush's presidency, you could tell there was now a huge difference between Gore and Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's saying, people, please do not vote for Trump. And even Bernie's telling people do not vote for Trump.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders. That was my guy, but, he lost,
But now we got to continue his mission, which is not electing Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, I remember I was talking to some so-called Bernie supporters who said they're going to vote for Trump now because they hate Hillary. I'm like, well, you're not a true Bernie supporter then.
Yeah.
I mean, Hillary.
I don't know. The thing about Hillary Clinton is just I don't know. Look. I'm gonna tell you right here, right now. I'm still undecided. Of course, I'm not gonna vote for Trump.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, what's your favorite Bone Thugs album?
I'm gonna have to the East 99. Crossroads was on it. First of the Month. I haven't listened to it in a long time. That's like the one I that I remember. My first experience with Bone Thugs, I should say, because I know they had another one before that was called "Creeping on the Come Up." Yep. I think that was the EP.
That's the one where Thuggish Ruggish Bone is on.
Right. Yeah. That's the one I was introduced to him, and had Eazy-E on there.
Easy, yeah, he's on For the Love of Money. That one.
Yeah.
And I think, if I remember, Crossroads was about Eazy's death.
Yeah, about his death and all the other friends and people that died. And I remember, that video, like, when I was a little kid, man, that video used to give me the creeps, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. I ain't gonna even lie. Watching it in the dark.
Speaking of 90s hip-hop, how'd you feel about cats like Coolio and Montel Jordan?
Coolio can rap. I like Coolio, man. I didn't never get into his music like buy a Coolio album, but he has some solid songs that I really like. Like Gangsta's Paradise. Then he got a
Fantastic
song
Voyage.
called Yeah. Then he got a song called In the Hood. It's underground. It was on the soundtrack of this movie called Game Tapes. That's a dope song. You know what I mean? It's pretty much slept on. It's really underground. It's called In the Hood. Yeah, Coolio was cool. And Martell Jordan, he was a singer, right?
This is how we do that one.
Right. Yeah, he was cool. Like I said, I didn't get into his albums, but I liked it. I liked his singles and stuff. And, he did the song with Master P. And, that was cool too.
Let's ride that one.
Yeah, yeah.
In fact, I remember, Montel Coolio. There was one time. See, I have the album at home. This is how we do it. Montel Coolio were on a song called Payback.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I might play it on the air. Just have to check if there's... hopefully there's no cursing.
Curses in there, is it? Okay.
BS is in here. I can't play it.
Oh, you just...
But,
Chance,
look on YouTube.
Yeah, let me ask you something. When you was playing Thuggish Ruggish Bone, was you trying to cut out the curses by turning it down? Was that you?
No, that was actually that was the video itself. I played the clean version.
Oh, okay. So I thought you was trying to turn it down because they was cussing or something. Okay.
Nah. Well, I might play another '90s hip hop joint. You guessed it.
Okay.
Coolio. Yeah. So what'd you think of that song?
Yeah, that was dope right there. Coolio went in, man. Classic
90s hip hop.
Yeah, it's just laid back 90s barbecue, man. Straight up.
Yeah, I definitely played that during the summertime.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing about West Coast 90s hip hop. They have that summertime vibe.
Oh, yeah, they had the summertime feel, that barbecue in the backyard, Labor Day, 4th of July feel. Yeah, they did.
Mother's Day, Father's Day.
Yeah, because the West Coast is sunny, It's always 24/7 sunny, so.
You bet it is. I still listen to them, despite the fact, like Doggy Style came out in December.
Yeah.
And The Chronic came out in November.
Yeah. But, I mean, they probably was recording them in the summer, though.
Yeah, probably.
And like I said, in December and November in the West Coast is summer.
Yeah, it still is. Yeah.
Yeah, because you remember the movie, the last Friday after, what was that? Friday After Next?
With Ice Cube.
Christmas time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Christmas time, and it was sunny. It was sunny. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There wasn't no coats and hats and snow. It
was just sunny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I have to say, it's been a pleasure having you on the air again.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. Thanks for having me.
Yes, you're welcome, Dangerous B. And can't wait for that album.
Yeah, it's going to drop real soon. And check out my Facebook page and my YouTube channel.
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, all that,
Better check him out. Dangerous B. Go like him on Facebook, follow him on Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for your time, Dangerous B.
All right. Deuces. All right. We out of here.
All right. That was Dangerous B on the air, WZRD Chicago. And now it's time for a little Isaac Hayes here at the Wizard.